Good evening, good evening, good evening again, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. If you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to see all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the Judge Rotenberg Center's so called behavior modification program. Judge Rotenberg Center doesn't want you to read this article so much. They've threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused. You know the drill, folks. Please read the article and share it on all your social media. Trigger warning. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you do got young children present, please go ahead and utilize those headphones. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised, all right? Based on the serious risks posed by ESDs for SIB, oh, sorry, folks, I skipped ahead. Sorry. Let me go back. Although positive behavioral interventions may not always be completely successful in all patients, the literature shows that they are typically successful on their own in conjunction with pharmacology, regardless of the severity of the behavior targeted or setting, and can achieve durable long term results avoiding the risks of ESDs. Let me bring this to light for you all like I have done previously. There is no 100% cure for autism, folks. Thank God for me. You are not living in reality if you believe that a shock device or starvation or their bizarre version of waterboarding using ammonia pellets. There's no amount of conditioning as done through ABA, what have you, that is going to entirely take out every single of the least pleasant of things that is a part of our diagnosis. That is not living in reality. No amount of ABA is ever going to stop the fact that when overwhelmed, we have meltdowns. This is a fact of life that many of us have learned to accept and try to plan accordingly. There is no pill, abuse, or any form of therapy whatsoever that is going to wipe out every single problem 100%. If you have a doctor who is telling you that, run. Don't walk, run. Because they don't see a child sitting next to you, they see a science experiment. Okay? No one treatment is successful in treating thousands of people with a similar diagnosis. Because autism and how it develops and becomes able to be seen in each of us and the way that affects us is different as each human being is from one another. Okay? It's when we accept reality for what it is instead of trying to kid ourselves. But Do you know how many parents I've had actually tell me, but then that means my child will never do anything to try to get better. That's not what it is, Karen. I'm not telling you that your kid should not be a part of a treatment program. I am not saying that he should not learn valuable life skills and even skills that we tend to not possess so we don't make complete fools of ourselves during job interviews. Not what I'm saying. I'm saying both parents and autistics who tend to side with the parents need to wrap their brain around and understand this one thing. There is no 100% sure proof treatment when it comes to our diagnosis. This is why any form of cookie cutter treatment in regards to people who are autistic drives me batshit insane. We need to live in reality. Okay? Your kid is always going to be autistic. I can mask like a crazy bitch outside that door when the need arises. That doesn't mean, well, you get what I'm saying here, right? When I come home after masking all day, I may end up burnout and having a complete meltdown with a well, fetching pair of two holes through the back door, okay? Or the walls, or the floor. You get what I'm saying, right? There is no 100% eradicating all the behaviors that make neurotypicals uncomfortable, no matter how much you try to condition us into it. As soon as we accept reality and start operating and creating programs that is based on accepting the reality of what autism is exactly, for one thing, and number two, realizing that there is nothing out there in this world. You can't behavior modify me into suddenly not having an autistic mindset worldview. Okay? We're going to close out on that, folks, because I'm getting to rambling. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit those comments. I do appreciate your time. As always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you here in a moment.